Objective 7, convert units of quantities. Sometimes in statistics, you may need to convert units of quantities. So let's review here. So we have the length. So 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. 1 mile is approximately 1.61 kilometers. We talk about volume. 1 cup is equal to 8 ounces. 1 quart is equal to 4 cups. 1 quart is approximately 0.946 liter. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. With weight, 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And with time, 1 year is equal to 365 days. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 hour has 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So for example, a German Stein beer mug is 23 centimeters tall. What is the mug's height in feet? So we want to go from centimeters to feet. So the first thing we need to do is write 23 centimeters over 1, and we want to get rid of the centimeters. So if we go back up here and look at the conversion, we have 1 inch, which is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So it's going to be 1 inches over 2.54 centimeters, so that allows us to eliminate the centimeters units. So now we have 23 over 1 times 1 inch over 2.54. Any centimeters are gone. Now we want to get rid of the inches. So we know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So the 12 inches in the denominator, 1 foot in the numerator, so we can now cross off the units for inches. Now we have 1 foot. And we want to eliminate, well actually what we want to do is we want to convert it to feet. So now we've done that. So now we just take 23 times 1, which is 23. In the denominator we take 1 times 2.4 times 12, which gives us 30.48. Now if we take 23 and divide it by 30.48, and let's go ahead and do that. So 23 divided by 30.48, that gives us, rounding it to 2 decimal places, 0.75. So we can convert 23 centimeters to be 0.75 feet. Okay, the next example, we have the speed limit on motorways in England is 113 kilometers per hour. What is the speed limit in feet per second? So we have 113 kilometers per 1 hour. So what we want to do is we want to convert it to feet per second. So the ultimate goal is to get feet in the numerator and seconds in the denominator. So we look at the numerator, we have kilometers, and we want to get rid of kilometers so that it's in a denominator. So if we come back to our conversion, okay, we can look here and see that 1.61 kilometers is equal to 1 mile. So we have 1 mile over 1.61 kilometers. So that means we can eliminate the kilometers units. Okay. Next, we then want to get rid of the miles units. So we know that 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So in the numerator, we have 5,280 feet over 1 mile. So we got rid of our miles, and if you notice here, we already have our unit for feet, which is what we want to end up with. Now what we want to do is we want to get rid of the hour in a denominator here. So we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we have 1 hour over 60 minutes. So we can eliminate the hours, and now we have minutes in the denominator, which means that our next conversion should have minutes in the numerator. And so what do we know? We know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we have 1 minute over 60 seconds. And we want to get seconds in the denominator in our final result. So now if we multiply 113 times 1 times 5,280 times 1, and that gives us a unit of feet, we get 596,640 feet in the numerator. In the denominator, we're going to take 1, multiply that by 1.61 times 1 times 60 times 60, which gives us 5,796 seconds. Now, when we do the division, we get approximately 103 feet per second. So we know that 113 kilometers per hour can be converted to 103 feet per second, and again, that's approximately. The next example is that in a certain cereal, there are 42.5 milligrams of potassium per 1 ounce. So we can write that as 42.5 milligrams over 1 ounce. Now, how many grams of potassium are there in 1 pound of the cereal? So we want to go from milligrams over ounces to grams per 1 pound. So we want grams in the numerator and pounds in the denominator. So we have 42.5 milligrams over 1 ounce. We want to get rid of the milligrams units. So we know that 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So we have 1 gram over 1,000 milligrams, which eliminates the milligrams. Now we have grams in the numerator, which is what we want. We want to keep that. But now what we want to do is we want to get rid of the ounces. So in order to get rid of the ounces, we know that 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound. So we have 16 ounces over 1 pound. So we're now able to eliminate the ounces units, and we have our pounds in the denominator. Now that we have that, we can then multiply the numerator to get 42.5 times 1 times 16 to give us 680 grams in the numerator. In the denominator, we have 1 times 1,000 times 1, which gives us 1,000 pounds. So 680 divided by 1,000 gives us 0.68 grams per pound. So 42.5 milligrams of potassium per 1 ounce is equal to 0.68 grams of potassium per 1 pound.